My name is Delia.
My name is Elizabeth. So if this is your first video watching us,
welcome.
Welcome for college. This is our YouTube channel where we upload videos. Sometimes
we apologize for not posting videos.
Okay, so we're just gonna talk about some things.
We got our list right here to make sure we cover our stuff. Okay, first on the list, Elizabeth. School. Tell us about how you register for class.
Okay, so when you apply to Sac State, you get an orientation date based on your major during the summer, and you come for 2 days. And you get
well, if you pay for the frosh night,
which is like, isn't that expensive? No.
Yes, it is. It's
really?
I remember paying like 100 and something.
Really?
Yeah, you did not pay like $10 for that.
I don't remember, but if you pay, you get to stay in the dorms.
I think it's 100. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I just remember you have to write a check or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get a certain date based on your major, and then you come. The first day is just activities. For my orientation day, we went to the aquatic center.
Oh, yeah,
and then you went to the well, huh?
Yeah.
To our gym to work out.
I had to work out. It was like a boot camp.
So yeah, you get a registration date, you come for orientation, and then the next day, you go to a computer lab, and then they help you choose classes. So that's how you do it your first semester. So say it's fall, and then at the end of the fall semester, like the week before finals, you get a registration date through your email, or it's on like your student center, and that's based off your status, I guess. So like how many units you take in on that date, you register for classes.
Can you remember all that?
I know, I'm a good girl.
So the older you get, and the more you, because this is when you have, and it happens more when you're in upper division, right? Upper division classes. Because they're senior priority, which means that professors will add students to their class if they're a graduating senior, if they're graduating that semester.
Before anybody else.
Even if you're number one on the wait list.
Yeah,
like
so
me.
like this past fall semester when I was registering for classes, all the classes I needed were full except for one. And it was lower division, so it wasn't even higher division class, so I had only one class. And I think you need like 12 units to receive financial aid. And then late registration opens like maybe 2 weeks before classes start, and they just open like more sections of class based on like if students need classes. So I was able to get into different classes. So don't freak out if you don't get classes. There's always late registration, and then there's crashing, what Delia was talking about.
Yeah, when you crash a class, you're just going into the class with your little ad slip hoping that you can get in.
So there's this website called Rate My Professor. I'm pretty sure you guys know about it. It's just a website that you can type in the professor's name, and students like rate them based off the class and stuff. Me and Delia were talking about this, that like don't let that intimidate you, because yeah, some professors are hard, but it depends on the student.
There's lazy students out there who will write reviews. So you never know who's writing the review, is what we're trying to say. So at the end of the day, I mean, maybe people will not take the class just based on the ratings. But like if you need the class, go to the freaking professor. Yeah,
you can always drop it for some reason.
Yeah, you can always drop it.
Don't get scared. Yeah.
Wow, look at us taking things off the list.
Advisors.
Oh. So there's this hall in Sac State.
That's the main hall, no?
Lassen Hall.
That's where everything is, right? Like financial.
Yeah, like financial aid. That's like the student offices or whatever. You have your major advisors, and there's the general advisors that you just go to for any questions, which is where I would used to go to before. I literally just went to my first time seeing a freaking advisor last week. For my major. So beautiful.
So you need to find a good advisor. Yeah. Like yesterday, I went to see an advisor, and she literally wrote down what I need to take for each semester. She highlighted classes that I should take that she recommends. So you need to find a good advisor to help you.
Everything's also online.
Yeah.
If you go to your student center, there's a section where it tells you all your requirements and what you've done and what you haven't done. But it's always nice, like you said, to go to someone and have them show you.
You're paying?
You're paying for all these services. Oh my God, we finished with the school section. Listen, tell us what you regret not doing.
Getting involved.
Your regrets.
Joining something. Not
like a sorority?
No. But it just doesn't catch my attention. It's just something that I don't want to do. I don't know why. But yeah, like joining clubs. Me and Delia, our freshman year, we tried to join a club, and we just never went back.
The reason why we didn't go back, when you're in college, you have to pay for your clubs. But yeah, there's fees and, you know, broke college students.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, you do have to pay like for how do you say I can't
sororities?
You have to pay for that. Usually the bigger ones are more expensive than the smaller ones. It's hard to find time to do things. And then like Delia over here, she works and I barely even see her, you know.
I mean, this semester we are seeing each other more.
But yeah, so we're not really involved in student
life,
it's
kind of hard to do things. But if you can do work, go to school, be a club, do homework, everything,
it's possible,
and still pass your classes with, you know, good grades. We're so proud of you. And then there is students out there. I know there's students out there who do it.
You can if you want to.
You guys are so awesome. You guys are brave. Okay. And like that's something that we are missing out on, but it's okay. We still good.
Yeah, we're doing fine.
Yeah, but it can make your college experience way better.
Yeah, way better and fun.
Yeah. See, our college experience has been great so far, but if you have that, it's probably way better.
Yeah.
You know? And we'll have more friends. We literally just have each other. You'll meet great people in college. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah, but you also will meet some crazy people.
Yeah. Living away from home.
Oh, just talk about the living. Okay.
I think me and Delia have talked about this before. We never planned to leave home.
Oh, yeah.
I think one day we were just like, let's apply to Sac State.
No. This is what happened.
What happened?
Remember, you were like, it's going to be roommates in Monterey.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
I don't know why I wanted to go to Monterey. That's so weird, huh?
But seriously, I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah, we were just messing around, I think.
Yeah, I think we were just messing around. And then when we were sitting there choosing, we went, ooh, we
were choosing because you have to accept the school, and once you have to accept one school, and by a certain date, and then we were just like, okay, whatever, and it just happened.
I don't think we ever thought it through.
Yeah,
we never were like, okay, well, we're gonna have to pay bills, we're gonna have to have a car, we're gonna have to need this. We never thought about all of that, which is kind of bad.
But I always wanted to leave for school.
Oh, I never wanted to leave.
So I always like, if I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna go to school away. But so if I wasn't living with Delia or I was at Sac State, I think I would have still left.
Where would you have gone?
Anywhere. We always talk about this pressure, I guess.
Yeah, like what she's saying is, okay, well, let me tell you how I see it.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to be the person who was like, I don't care where I go to school, anywhere but Fresno, because obviously that's where we're from.
Yeah.
People would say, I don't care where, I'm just leaving Fresno.
Mm-hmm.
So our thing was, if we're leaving for school, we're leaving. I'm not going to go and come back. Because to us, going back to us, I don't want to, if anybody left, because us leaving, it was a sense of failure.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't make it on our own in whatever, Sacramento, wherever we're at. So to us, that's how we saw it. But obviously, that is not the case because
there's different scenarios for different people.
Because anything can happen. Even next year, what if something happens?
Things happen. We understand that, but
yeah, everyone's different.
Yeah, I always feel a pressure that it's always like, Elizabeth, you can't just not go to class. You can't just not do your homework, not study, because it's like if you do and you fail the class, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's a good thing because there's always something in the back of my head saying, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. Because for me, I think it's kind of embarrassing too. Like if I ever failed the class or like dropped out and went back to Fresno because, people talk. People will say, oh my God, she was at Sac State and
she's back now.
Why the hell did she leave? People talk, so it's just whatever. But I think it's very good to leave home if you can, if you want. It's a great experience. It's fun. Yeah. It's scary, but it's okay.
Yeah. Obviously, and it's not for everyone either. There's people who thrive out living on their own, and there's people who need some security, have their family there. For us, it's probably not as crazy because we are 2 hours away. But even those 2 hours is enough independence for us to do our own thing out here without our parents. When we were in the dorm, hell no, that was the worst time of my life.
Yeah.
I was so homesick.
She missed it.
Yeah, I would talk to my parents. I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. Like crying the whole time on the phone. And I would get moody. Like the first semester, it was suck. Yeah, obviously it wasn't good. I can literally be by myself. And obviously everyone has to eventually leave their house. You know, our parents got a little head start on that feeling. But obviously they know we're going for school, which is like a bad thing.
I know, it's not like we left just to leave. But yeah, like Delia's here for winter break. She was here by herself. Oh. And she did okay.
Yeah. Also because I'm never home. So
yeah, she's always busy. So that's good.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. Being busy is a good thing. Because if I was here by myself, doing nothing, what's the point of that? Yeah. Just being here. Especially how we had no friends. So who were we going to hang out with, you know?
When I was home, I think I would crave wanting to be here and wanting to go to school. So that's a good thing because I get a break from being here. Mm-hmm. Not that I need it, not that I... You know.
No, you do need it though.
But like, yeah, I get to go home. I get to spend time with my mom, my parents, whatever, my brother, and you know, people over there.
If you're thinking of moving out,
you should do it. Because I think if I would have stayed home, I would have regretted it.
Yeah, that's what you don't want. You don't want to think, what if I would have moved out? Mm-hmm. What would it have been like? And obviously, it's better to move out and be like, okay, well, this isn't working out. Mm-hmm. I don't know, because if we would have thought about it, I don't think the decision would have been as easy, you know, because we would have been like, yeah, where are we gonna get $600 to pay our rent? Where are we gonna get $100 for our groceries and our bills and stuff?
Yeah, don't overthink it.
If you overthink it, that's gonna scare you, and you're not gonna want to do it. But then you also kind of do have to think about it. I don't know.
I don't regret it.
Yeah, I don't regret it at all either. We're glad that we left and experienced the college life outside. Now we have our own apartment, paying ourselves and everything, so we're good. And then if we would have probably thought about it, we'd be like, well, maybe should we? I feel like it would have...
Yeah, it would have not happened.
We would have hesitated a little bit. I don't know. But it happened, and things happen for a reason. Just everything will eventually
fall into place.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say.
So, when we lived in the dorm, it was tiny. But when we were living there, I don't think it was that tiny. It's not bad at all. It depends who you live with, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for us, I would never move in with anybody else.
But, yeah, but we didn't know this prior to moving in.
What?
Did you think, I'm going to move in with Delia because Delia's like this, like this, like this, like this?
No, I never thought about that.
Yeah, see? What if it would have never worked out?
I know.
You know what I mean?
That would have messed up our friendship.
And it is completely different. When you live with someone...
and you know them, it's different.
It's way different than just hanging out with...
It just depends on the relationship.
Too. Yeah, and obviously for us, it's worked out. And because we all have our own little independence, so I think that's why it works out. Like, Elizabeth does her thing, and I do my thing. But at the end of the day, we are in the same place and everything. Us being roommates has worked out perfectly. I don't have to be like, Elizabeth, pick up your freaking clothes, you know. Obviously, it's her. She can do whatever she wants with it. Our apartment is rare when it's like dirty.
When it's dirty, yeah.
And if it's dirty, it's just
either of us
dust.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's ever a time where I have to be like, Delia, can you stop doing this? We both contribute.
Us, we split everything.
Oh, yeah, everything.
Well, I mean, except for, like, our own things.
Like she buys her things.
Yeah, like, if I'm going to buy chonies, I'm not going to ask her to pay half of it.
Can I wear your juice? No, I'm the one that usually pays the internet and the light bill online. And Delia just sends me the money. And then the rent, we just split it. Groceries, we split. We went to IKEA and we bought this chair and we split it.
The chair?
So, I think it's a good thing, but also I never thought about like, oh, what are we gonna do when we move out?
I mean, yeah, at the end, but then I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah,
you want the chair, take the chair.
Yeah, but I'll take this or you know whatever.
Yeah, you want that, take it. I don't care. Yeah,
we split everything. So we live near campus. What do you say, 10, 15 minutes away?
Not even a mile.
Not even a mile.
Yeah, and you can see campus.
You can see campus, yes.
Yeah.
So for me, I recently started riding my bike to campus. So I can literally be in campus in like 5 minutes or less. So we do pay a lot because we're really close to campus because we do not want to pay for a parking permit and we do not want to struggle with, oh, there's no parking. I have to leave an hour early for parking. Rents are like 1,000 and higher around campus. And it is cheaper if you have roommates. But like we said, we don't want to do that, so we didn't do that.
What we pay is what someone can pay for a 2-bedroom.
Yes.
Obviously, like she said, we don't have to drive to school, which is like huge. If we need something from campus, it's right there.
Yeah, we can. If we have breaks between our classes, it's really easy to come back home if you want to come back home and eat.
It's also gas, and obviously we want to be paying way less. But if you add in like all these things, we wouldn't like to give up like not driving to school.
We have looked into other apartments and complexes, but I like where we live because it's very small. Compared to other places.
Surprisingly, people are always like, oh, do people party all the time? Literally, no one parties here. Is this like the lame people apartment? I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, there's other apartments. Like, let me name some. The Elements, right? Isn't that where there's always parties?
The Foundation.
The Foundation. Those are where there's a lot of college students.
We chose not to have other people live with us because...
we don't want to deal with that.
You don't know how someone is when they're living with you. Yeah. So obviously we don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's be a roommate, because obviously meeting you is great, and then living with you is a completely different thing. And you just hear all these roommate stories. You just can't trust anybody.
It's hard, but like yeah, if you have a strict budget, then yeah, you probably have to live with like 4 other people or 3 other people, but it can be a hassle.
Yeah, because even living in the dorms is kind of expensive.
Oh, don't live in the dorms.
No.
You can't. Live in the dorms.
Live in the dorms your first year.
Your first year, yeah, if you can afford it.
That way you get familiar with campus and everything.
It was really convenient, but then after that we're like, okay, we're done here because it's really expensive. Double what we pay now.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So if you think about it like that, we're saving money.
A lot of money.
Guys, we're going to show you guys our new apartment. It looks way better now.
Little cute. As you can see these little lights in the background.
Yeah, we got
desk on the background. We'll do that soon.
We
do apologize for the lack of videos.
Oh, I know.
It's just hard to go to school, and Delia works. She has 2 jobs. So yeah, it's hard going to school, but it's worth it.
It's hard going to school?
It's not hard. It's just you have to put in effort, you know. Which I understand, you know.
Yeah, you do.
Don't be scared, because you'll figure something out. Just don't be scared. Everything will fall into place, like Delia said. Yeah. I think that's it, no? I think we covered a lot of good stuff.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
If we left anything out, or you guys want more information on anything, just let us know.
Just ask questions. If you guys want to watch a certain type of video, let us know too. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Why didn't Two Broke College exist before I went to college?
These people are lame.
When we were going, nobody had videos on Sac State. No, literally, there was nobody who was going to tell me what the dorms look like. I mean, obviously, we didn't show you what every single dorm looked like, but we showed you what our dorm looked like. Yeah, everyone, thank you so much for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment,
subscribe.